We're in Claremont, Minnesota at Alcorn Ethanol, and with us right now, Randy Doyal, CEO of Alcorn. And Randy, we're here second quarter of 2019. What's the state of the ethanol business at this point?
Well, Jeff, it's still a little bit tight. I know that people thought with the gas prices going up that ethanol prices would rebound. They didn't. We still have a very large supply, and we're farmers. We know how to overproduce. We're really good at that. But I think it's going to be tight for a while yet, till we get into driving season.
How are things here with Alcorn and your farmer owners and your group doing?
Well, I know that all of my folks would like to be out in the field planting already, so they're looking for a little warm and dry weather, and I don't blame them at all. The plant is running well, and we're grinding lots of corn and taking lots of corn in.
You made a major addition here in about the last year and a half or thereabouts, expanding your operation, really modernizing it from where it was when you first started 20 years ago or so. How has that all come together? Is it all totally up and online?
Yes, it's all up and online. We're grinding about 120,000 bushels of corn a day. We've got a lot of efficiency in the plant now, which is really nice, getting a really great yield. And some of the projects have really come through, like our turbine that generates the electricity for us and steam, makes it very efficient, and we're seeing our energy usage decline even more than it was before, which is great to see.
I guess turning to the national scene, you mentioned a few months ago you were at a national ethanol conference that you annually go to. What's the state of the industry nationally and internationally from the perspective of not only production but sales and the future of ethanol?
Well, we're seeing more and more interest in using ethanol around the world. More countries around the world are realizing that they want those clean air benefits that we're enjoying in the U.S. from using ethanol, so they're interested in blending, and we're seeing more countries step up. One of the ones that surprised me, though, you know that Brazil blends at 27%. If we drove our cars, as they're equipped today, down to Brazil, and frankly, Jeff, we'd find cars just like ours down there, we'd be running on 27% ethanol, because that's what they call gasoline there. But the one that surprised me is Zimbabwe. They have a 20% blending program in Zimbabwe. And they're doing it for economic reasons because of the cost of oil for them. So it's really interesting to see interest around the world. Mexico is picking up. Canada is increasing, and Canada is one of our biggest customers. Strangely enough, so is Brazil. They like to sell to Europe. Europe has the U.S. blocked, but we sell to Brazil to make up what they need. So it's kind of an interesting world out there. And strangely enough, we also sell to the Middle East. United Arab Emirates buys a lot of ethanol from us as well, which is kind of interesting.
We would not have expected that in the 1970s.
We wouldn't have expected that, but it does make sense. When you realize that ethanol is the highest octane, cheapest source of octane out there, they're buying it to make fuel and then ship that finished fuel out from their refinery. So it makes sense.
The state of the ethanol industry here in 2019 with Randy Doyal, the CEO of Alcorn Ethanol in Claremont, Minnesota.